Capricorn, this video is not entertainment. It's an explanation. An explanation for why Capricorns rise while others collapse. Why they survive betrayal without begging for closure. Why people who underestimate them always regret it later, quietly. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And Saturn does not rush. Saturn watches. Records. Waits. Most people think Capricorn's strength is work ethic. That's surface level. The real power of Capricorn is endurance with memory. They remember patterns. They remember who doubted them. They remember who switched up. And they don't react, they outlast. If you're a Capricorn, comment your birthday now. Not for the algorithm, for alignment. Because by the end of this video, you'll understand why your life unfolded the way it did, and why the people who hurt you never really won. Stay until the end. The final power explains why Capricorn success often comes after loss. Before we begin, understand this clearly. Capricorn power is not loud. It is not dramatic. And it does not reveal itself early. Most people never see it coming because Capricorn doesn't announce growth. They demonstrate it later. These are not surface traits. These are deep, lived, Saturn-ruled forces that shape outcomes over years, not moments. Let's begin. Power 1. Discipline that outlives motivation. Capricorns are not driven by motivation. They are driven by discipline. This is where most people misunderstand them. Motivation depends on mood. Discipline depends on commitment. Capricorn shows up on the days they feel uninspired. On the days no one is watching. On the days quitting would make sense. This is why Capricorns often succeed slowly and permanently. They don't rely on bursts of excitement. They rely on structure, routine, and responsibility. A Capricorn will keep building while others wait to feel ready. And because Saturn rules time, every small action compounds. Years later, people look at a Capricorn's success and say, "You're lucky." They never saw the years of repetition, restraint, and sacrifice. Capricorn doesn't need applause. They need results. And discipline guarantees them. Power 2. Emotional control under pressure. Capricorns feel deeply, but they do not leak emotionally. This is one of their most dangerous strengths. When chaos happens, Capricorn does not panic. They pause. While others react, Capricorn observes. While others vent, Capricorn calculates. This is not emotional coldness. It is emotional regulation. Capricorn understands that emotions are information, not commands. So when betrayal happens, when stress hits, when conflict erupts, Capricorn goes quiet. They watch who folds. They watch who lies. They watch who reveals their true character. And later, when decisions matter, Capricorn remembers everything. This is why people regret underestimating a calm Capricorn. They weren't calm because they were weak. They were calm because they were deciding. Power 3. Long-term vision that outlasts everyone else. Capricorns do not think short-term. They think in decades. While others chase fast wins, Capricorn builds systems. While others want immediate rewards, Capricorn prepares for longevity. They are willing to delay pleasure for future stability. This is why Capricorn's success often comes later in life, but when it arrives, it stays. They don't build for attention. They build for durability. A Capricorn will reject opportunities that don't align long-term, even if it costs them short-term comfort. This is Saturn's influence, patience with purpose. Most people can't see that far ahead. Capricorn can. And that's why they end up ahead. Power 4. Silent recovery after betrayal. When Capricorn is betrayed, something important happens. They don't explode. They don't beg. They don't explain. They detach. Capricorn processes pain privately. They grieve quietly. They reorganize internally. and they never return the same version of themselves. This is where people make a mistake. They assume Capricorn has moved on. What actually happened is transformation. Capricorn learned the lesson, adjusted boundaries, updated standards. And the next time you see them, they are emotionally unavailable to what once hurt them. That is not bitterness. That is evolution. And Saturn always rewards growth. Power 5. Strategic patience, the long game mastery. Capricorn does not rush revenge. They don't rush success. They don't rush closure. They wait. Not passively, strategically. Capricorn understands timing better than most signs because Saturn teaches one rule. Everything arrives when it is earned. So instead of forcing outcomes, Capricorn positions themselves. They build leverage. They gain skill. They increase value. And by the time the opportunity arrives, they are ready. This is why Capricorn wins quietly. While others burn energy reacting, Capricorn is preparing. And when the moment finally comes, it looks effortless. But it never was. It was patience combined with precision. Power 6. Silence as a weapon, not a defense. When Capricorn goes silent, it is not confusion. It is not avoidance. It is not weakness. It is withdrawal of access. Capricorn understands something most people never learn. Attention is currency. When someone disrespects them, crosses a boundary, or betrays trust, Capricorn does not argue for understanding. They remove their presence. And silence forces truth to surface. People begin to talk. They begin to reveal guilt. They begin to expose intentions Capricorn already suspected. Capricorn's silence makes others uncomfortable because it removes control. And once access is revoked, it is rarely restored. This is Saturn teaching restraint, power through absence. Power 7. They play the long game when others panic. Capricorns do not collapse under pressure. They slow down. While others rush decisions out of fear, Capricorn becomes deliberate. They understand that panic creates mistakes, and mistakes create regret. So when situations become unstable, financially, emotionally, professionally, Capricorn becomes more focused, not frantic. They don't burn bridges emotionally. They don't announce plans prematurely. They don't react publicly. They move quietly into position. This is why Capricorn often benefits from situations that destroy others. They waited. They watched. They acted at the right time. Saturn rewards patience, not speed. Power 8. Independence that cannot be controlled. Capricorn values self-reliance more than approval. They don't need validation to move forward. They don't depend emotionally the way people assume. This makes them extremely difficult to manipulate. You cannot threaten a Capricorn with abandonment. They already know how to stand alone. You cannot control them with guilt. They see emotional leverage immediately. Capricorn will walk away from comfort if it costs their autonomy. They would rather rebuild alone than stay somewhere they feel diminished. This independence is not arrogance. It is survival wisdom. And once Capricorn tastes emotional freedom, they never return to dependency. Power 9. Integrity that exposes betrayers without words. Capricorn doesn't expose people loudly. They let consistency do it. Their behavior doesn't change. Their standards remain intact. Their discipline stays visible. Meanwhile, those who betrayed them begin to unravel. Inconsistencies surface. Stories don't align. Masks slip. Capricorn doesn't need revenge. Truth reveals itself around them. People eventually notice the contrast. And when they do, Capricorn's silence becomes evidence. Saturn governs consequences, not confrontations. Power 10. Pain transmuted into authority. Capricorn does not waste pain. They convert it. Every disappointment sharpens their judgment. Every betrayal strengthens their boundaries. Every setback refines their strategy. This is why Capricorns often become leaders after suffering. Pain humbles them without breaking them. They don't trauma dump. They don't seek sympathy. They learn. And that learning becomes authority. People begin to listen to Capricorn not because they demand respect, but because their presence carries it. Power 11. Cosmic timing always works in their favor. Capricorn life paths are rarely easy early on. Delays happen. Obstacles appear. Responsibilities arrive sooner than comfort. But Saturn is patient and precise. Capricorn is often protected from success too early because it would distract them from building the foundation. So when success arrives, it is stable. It lasts. Others peak early and decline. Capricorn rises later and remains. This is divine timing, not punishment. And once you understand this, Capricorn's life finally makes sense. Power 12. Crossing a Capricorn changes your life. This is the final truth. Crossing a Capricorn doesn't always bring immediate consequences. Sometimes nothing happens at all, at first. But Saturn keeps records. Time reveals patterns. Opportunities shift. Paths diverge. Capricorn moves on, improves, evolves. And those who underestimated them are left watching from a distance. Not because Capricorn punished them, but because life rearranged itself accordingly. That is karmic law. And Capricorn is Saturn's student. Capricorn power is not loud. It is lasting. It doesn't need revenge. It doesn't need validation. It simply outlives opposition. If you are a Capricorn, understand this. Your delays were never denials. Your silence was never weakness. And your endurance was always your advantage. If this resonated, subscribe and stay with this channel. This is not surface astrology. This is truth shaped by time.